And we're live. Good night. Good night. Welcome to another episode of Sunday Vibes Live. Episode 56, the last day in June 2024. I should, see. And right now, the majority of us, and especially around us, our Caribbean brothers and sisters are preparing for Hurricane Category 4 Hurricane Beryl. So like today was supposed to be preparation, especially Tobago. Our Tobago brothers and sisters. I hope you all prepared and everything. I mean, today the sun was blazing. I was expecting rain today, right? Oh, Scarborough, big up, big up. I hope you all, prepared just in case, because we're expecting rain later tonight and tomorrow, and then they have a back end coming Wednesday, I heard. So it's like basically rain whole week. Yeah, yeah. Right now, I think most of us, especially here in Trinidad and Tobago, we kind of skeptical because like Saturday had real rain, and but today's Sunday, dread it was hot and it was blazing, and I wasn't really seeing a cloud in the sky. Well, Scarborough, was fresh kid Stephen, well Scarborough, last time I checked with the media outlet that they sent out, it was category 4. It was category 5. That would be a scary thing to think, especially on the next end. Oh, Javon and Barry, big up, big up. You know. Fresh kids, Steven. No, nothing wrong with that. There are people who enjoy the sound of rain. Especially background noise and stuff. Like I was hoping it'd have rained today. The plan was actually to like sit down outside under cover, of course, but have the rain fall in the background if it had rain, right? That's my idea. That was the idea to when I was going live today. But when I see the sun blazing, I was like, all right, well, cool. We inside today, because I know last week Sunday we was outside. We was in Jackson Square. Yeah, so that was cool to be outside, and I was thinking probably depending on the weather, the next live I might be outside as well. I might actually do the live at our next square in town. So it could be Woodford Square, it could be Victoria Square, one of those things. But yeah, I hope everybody is prepared because I'm expecting some heavy, heavy rain tomorrow. Tomorrow and the rest of this week. So and some strong winds too. Trinidad and Tobago, we real lucky where we are in positioning in terms of we being in the Lesser Antilles, right down on the bottom here, because most of those hurricanes is basically swing up the road, and we probably get the tail end in a sense, but it doesn't be as bad now. Like I hope everybody is good and prepared for into Toko. I mean in Toko and in Tobago. You know, Scarborough girl, Tata she take away Trinbago passport. Catch up in doubles is like no homie. We need to, jarry her, carry her, sprinkle some holy water on her or something. Yeah, something is off. Oh, Sparkle, big up. We have Guyana in the house. Yeah. I know with the cricket season and everything, it was probably a blast for you all to take in the semi-finals. I mean, it was much better than the semi-finals here in Brian Lara. Like, I ended up getting through, and I went to the semi-finals where Afghanistan played South Africa in Brian Lara, and I was like, wait, boy, I was home by 11. That was like, South Africa bowl good, but I was expecting better for semi-finals. But yeah. And then, well, the finals, I wasn't going to jump into this finals, especially the ICC finals between India and South Africa, because I thought South Africa was taking it, but India bring it back in the end, and South Africa dropped the bat, so to speak. So yeah, so big up India, the new ICC champions. Who was the champions last time, boy? I can't remember. But yes, going back to the chat, Styles, yes, it is a federal crime to have ketchup in doubles. Tell them no. Sparkle. Sorry, Scarborough, SDA Girls Tobago. Scarborough, tell your sister. Ease up on that ketchup. Whoa, SHAQ. Big up SHAQ, y'all. The one of my number one supporters here on the channel, especially on Patreon. So you can check out Patreon. We have some free stuff and we have some behind the stuff scene. Yeah, the Patreon. And we actually was supposed to edit a video to upload there sometime today, but I didn't get a chance. But I'll do that during the week for sure. And it's a nice one. It is the Super Blue Museum in Miami. Yeah. When you hear Super Blue Museum, you're thinking, wait, no, Super Blue have a museum in Miami, but it's a totally psychedelic kind of art. Not psychedelic, art. gallery in a sense. Yeah, like digital art gallery. So that was kind of cool to do, and that this was when I just made a short trip to Miami about a month ago, roughly. Yeah, so I just have that footage. I'll upload it on Patreon, so you all could check out that. Sparkle saying she know India was going to take it. Now, I'll be honest with you. I thought so too until I was seeing South Africa was hitting sixes. And when it come down to like how much it was 22 runs in like 26 balls or something. So I was like, yeah, they could do that. And then it's like, wait, no. That man was just blocking and fumbling, and that was it there, boy. Whoa, DJ Sheldon, big up, big up. And everybody else who have joined the Sunday Vibes Live, we are at the end of month. Tomorrow is beginning of July. The Java has started. For those of you, we're not talking about the programming software, right? Like this was a more recent term, Java, July, August vacation here in the Caribbean. We don't say summer, right? We dry season, rainy season, but all that out the window with climate change. So I like the term Java, July, August vacation. That is like a thing here. And it might be the same thing in most Caribbean islands, where school is about to be closed. Well, they close tomorrow because in preparation for the hurricane. But this is the last week of school, and most times the last week of school, most students are home. Congrats to anybody who wrote SE and got results like this past week. And if you passed for your first choice, big up you all. If you didn't, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. This is just one obstacle that you have overcome. There are many more challenges in life, and regardless of what part life takes you, right, you are in charge of your own destiny in a sense. So whether whatever school you pass for, you can make it work. You can make something of yourself, regardless of where you go. So I just wanna don't be too disheartened if you did not pass for your school of choice, your secondary school of choice, my younglings. Trust me, there's more to life. There's much thing to explore. There's more to do, and you are now starting your journey. So I just want to throw that out there to all my SEA peeps, right? Well, those who are going to start Form 1 in September, the up and coming semester. Now, if I'm going like at a hyper rate here, I just I just want one of those days. And yes, SHAQ Barrel is closing in. We are expected to get the end of it coming up tomorrow or later tonight. I'll have to keep track of it, but yeah. Look, style even saying the politician for Sawa, he passed for his third choice and he is in MP, not MP, sorry, he is in part of the opposition in the government. So yeah. Hey, let me tell you, right? Scarborough is saying she got some Royal Castle today because the mom was feeling lazy to cook, and I completely understand that. Now, I think we in an era where we recognize that sometimes cooking, although is be great and what I've realized is save money in the long run, but it's just take up some time, and sometimes time and effort, you just want something easy, and sometimes the fast food is the route to go, especially when you have a lot of other things going on and you just don't have the time for it. So I completely understand like going to get Royal Castle, for Sunday lunch, and nothing wrong with that at all, especially like if you can get Royal Castle and go somewhere and just chill and eat instead of home. But sometimes if you can't, no worries, all that is good. Whoa, Angela, Lal, and epic start. Big up, welcome to Sunday Vibes Live. Here we are. Oh, we don't start off chatting about a lot of different things, and yeah. Whoa, big up Christopher. By the way, spoilers, right? Christopher and myself went and eat some real best food yesterday, so look out for that vlog up and coming. So big up Christopher, and yes, style, sometimes a good home cooked food is real lush. I ain't disagreeing with that at all, but that is because the love and effort went into making those things. So yeah. So yesterday's, if this is the first time here on Sunday Vibes Live, right? This is where we get to interact with each other a little bit. I answer questions, your questions to the best of my ability. And also, I give feedback on the past videos because we upload our video every week, 6 p.m. on a Saturday, once a week. Yeah. So I'll give some feedback on the videos that we upload yesterday and also some up and coming videos, you know, that going to be released. Now, if you were here last week, I did say I was going to drop the Radisson, a review of the hotel, right? The Radisson Hotel this week here. Unfortunately, I need more time on that to edit a few things. And because that was taking longer than I thought it would, I end up dropping this video here. This one was a shorter one to drop, and it was a fun one to do. It was more or less kind of straightforward in a sense. Yeah. The difference is Radisson have different parts that I have to kind of stitch together to make a coherent story. So yeah, so I'm still in the process of finalizing that in a sense. But the water taxi one is one I know some of you requested it a while back, and I say, all right, well, yeah, I had some days off from work, so I'd end up going on the water taxi twice, once in the morning and one in the evening. The 2:30 sailing, the 8:30 in the morning sailing, and the 2:30 sailing, and I capture footage for both. The morning sailing, because of the sun and the glare and stuff, and it was kind of hazy. Some of the clips wasn't all that great, and of course, well, in the evening sailing, the seat I decided to choose, I didn't realize the window seat wasn't that clear or clean. So I was like, and then by the time I looked to try and find another, most of the other seats were already occupied, so I ended up just staying there and just chatting, going through all the points that is required for the water taxi. So hopefully that is a comprehensive guide to taking the water taxi. I know the water taxi has been around over 15 years now, and some of you all will know it in details, but that was more for those of you who don't know much about it. So I'm glad I was able to drop that video so you could have that information at hand if you decide to jump on it one of these days. Who knows, if you're from South and you want to come uptown for the day, you can come uptown for the day. If you visiting and you stay in Hyatt or the Radisson and you want to go down San Fernando for a day, you could do all that. So, and it's not that bad in terms of the price, and of course no traffic. Right now, I'm not sure if they'll have sailings tomorrow. I'm not sure because I've seen the ferry come back from Tobago and it's docking, and they have cancelled sailings to and from Trinidad to Tobago because they're preparing for the hurricane. So yeah, and whoa, Patricia, an epic start. Yes, it has been a while, and I'm sorry to hear you got flooded out Scarborough. Yesterday had some good bit of rain, and I've seen places like the water levels were rising, but I'm really sorry. I hope not too much damage happened with you being flooded out. But yeah. Scabrous asking me what I think about curry. Curry is life here, though. Come on, we Trinbagonian peeps, If it's not curry, it's stew, and then we have curry stew. So all that is one of some of the best foods you can eat, especially like in the rainy weathers that we had on yesterday. It's going on a little better then, but nothing wrong with it eating it on a regular basis. So yeah, and Style saying he happy Flavor Right came back. Yeah, I am happy. I'm waiting for them to bring back the Naughty Royale though, right? Because I remember when I was doing that video, I thought they would have bring some dark and gold, and I ended up trying out dark and gold at the end because when I was editing that video, the Friday before I was supposed to drop that video, I noticed, wait, no, this was dark and gold in the grocery. I just take it, I bought it, and I just pull to the side of the road and do a short video of the dark and gold, and that's how it ended up at the end of the Flavor Right versus Certified Scoops video. Yeah, but I was looking out for the Naughty Royale too, because in my opinion, I think I stated this a few times, but yeah, the milk lollies from Flavor Right taste exactly how I remember it growing up. But the ice lollies, the cola, I find the flavors a little milder. Yeah. So, Sati, good night. And Scarborough, no, I haven't met him as yet, but hopefully that will change later this year. I'm hoping to do some more collabs with other content creators and stuff. So we'll see how it goes, but I haven't met him yet. I'm hoping to meet a few of them like last year I met some unexpectedly, especially not just on YouTube, but like some of the Twitch and also some on Instagram at the Alias Entertainment Expo, which is happening at the end of this month, and I'll be there again. Right, I got invited, so expect a part 2 to that. So I'll be trying to cover other aspects of the event. It's like a Comic Con slash Anime Con right here in Trinidad and Tobago, Center of Excellence at the end of the month. Check it out. I'll leave a link to their stuff at the end of this live, at the bottom, the description of this video. Yeah, so I'll be there. So if you are attending there and you see me, come vibes me, come say hello, you know. Yeah, so but I'll be covering stuff I didn't get to cover last year. So that is what I'm doing. Plus, I'm thinking to do like 1 or 2 challenges as well. You know, just to change it up a little bit, just to make it a little more entertaining in a sense. Like, I was thinking to go back with the same costume I had last year. Just modify a little bit, but who knows what will happen. Yeah. Oh, R79 and Kyle. Yes, Curry is vibes. And yes, do what Sati said. I like what will be greatly appreciated. What are your thoughts on Prime? I'm assuming here you're talking about the drink. Right, Styles? And long answer short, it is for me overrated. And the reason why I'll say that, because I actually had a concept, actually tasted almost every flavor of Prime, and I recorded it. So I did that with Mr. Beast Feastables, actually. Yeah, so when I traveled, I had the opportunity. I tried the different flavors, and I was actually thinking about a video concept to drop, because I've seen it in the groceries now, and we have it down here. So it's like, wait, now how this reach Trinidad? It's like I could do a kind of offbeat video on it. And when I mean offbeat, because normally Trinbago vibes here on the channel, everything Trinidad and Tobago. That is we main focus. Now and again, I would probably skew from that a little bit, but it's not as has been those anomaly episodes. And that happened to be a idea that I had. And the reason why I didn't drop it yet is because I have so much other videos planned out and recorded and edited and that I want to drop before that. And that is basically for me like one of those videos where, hey, I need more time to edit these other good Trinbagonian videos, so I could just throw that out there, because I basically have edited most of that. So yeah, so you can look out for that, and you'll get my full review in that video that I'll drop probably not this month, probably next month, sometime. Styles, that is, I can give you that spoilers heads up one time. I'll drop that video next month, not so much this month. This month, wait. I now catch myself right. I'm saying this month because I'm thinking it's July already, and we're still in June. We in the end of June. That's the title of this thing. It's happening, you know. It's happening. I mean, not in July, most likely in August, because I already have other plans for July. Like, I already have a kind of packed schedule. Or I'll see how it goes. So yeah. Good night. Oh, Idris. See about yeah. Hey, whatever you all have to do just to be safe tomorrow, because we do not know how strong the rain coming and how strong the wind's gonna be. So just better safe than sorry. So have your animals inside, board up the chicken coops and everything. So yeah, and yeah, Brian, the water taxi does help a lot of people, especially that traffic, to escape from that traffic. That's why I like on a morning from South to Port of Spain is always be kind of full, and then in the evening, the later sailings is be much more full. Like I went on only 2:30 sailing, and it had a good bit of people, but it wasn't the water taxi was not filled up. Like when I was waiting to go down on the 8:31, when it came in, the amount of people I see coming out of that from South, right, and that would mean it have 2 other sailings before that, because that would have been one of the last sailings coming up from South in the morning time. When I went down in the morning, it really helps out a lot of people, coming to town, because I mean, Port of Spain, we should have decentralized Port of Spain a while now. Meaning, when we mean decentralized, we have a lot of ministries in Port of Spain and a lot of major businesses in Port of Spain. The traffic to come into Port of Spain is be a lot sometimes, and if we had decentralized, mean move some of these ministries outside Port of Spain, like more centralish, and think where everybody could still go, could have ease up the traffic flow. But you know how things is go. And yes, I see people saying it's like flavored water. We're talking about Prime the drink. That's the Logan Paul slash KSI drink kind of thing. So yeah. So Scabrous asked me if I ever tried McDonald's. Yeah, how you mean? We love our McDonald's. We actually did McDonald's fried chicken in our video already when we was doing fried chicken hopping the first time. Yeah, that's when I was with my partners, Sunil and Robert. Big up them as well. Yeah, so you can check out that video if you haven't seen it already, and you'll see our honest reviews on the McDonald's fried chicken there. So yeah, and just ask me how I'm feeling about this weather. Well, right now, strange enough, I'm not too worried because I was watching the pattern always a category 4, but I don't know if it's the calm before the storm. Like, if today was how yesterday was in terms of the weather, I'd have been slight worried, but I think we more or less kind of prepared for it. And fortunately, where I live, we don't get flooded, any kind of flooding per se, or at least the waters don't rise high enough to cause problems, right? And I mean, never say never, yeah, because you never know. Sometimes how things is go in this country, you never know, right? Because when I was living in South in Marabella, we never experienced flood before, but it had a time where when they was building Brian Lara Stadium. No, yeah, this personal story here. When they was building the Brian Lara Stadium, one of the contractors blocked up one of the major drains, thread, and so when it rained heavily, water backed up, and it was the first time home by us in Marabella got flooded out. Like, yeah, and I was like, way boy. And like at that point in time, my room was downstairs. So when I wake up in the morning, I woke up. I mean, we know rain was coming and everything, and I kind of prepared for it. And it was for one of those hurricane self. But when I woke up and I just stepped down, like my feet down on the ground, is like I stepped in water and I was like, oh, that was one of the most annoying things ever. And the cleanup afterwards was a lot. And I lost my Nintendo 64 then. Spoilers. So yeah. So like I said, you never know what could happen, but for the most part, where I'm living currently, it doesn't flood to the extent where it might damage anything, and I hope people are already prepared just in case that happens. So yeah, that's about it. Uh yeah, well, our 79 is you just have to, wherever work is, you just have to go in order to get paid at the end of the month. So you'll find a means and a way to go. But yeah, sometimes it's be rough. But at least with the water taxi, right? Once you can get tickets and afford it, because we say $15 one way, so it's really $30 you'll be paying a day, and $30 by 5 is what, 180. So yeah, sorry, 150. Die 6. 30 by 5 1. Yeah, 150 week. You're basically spending on transport, but at least you have a peace of mind. You don't have to worry about traffic, and basically you have an hour where you can still either catch sleep, or read something, or pick up on something, or watch whatever on the water taxi. So that is always a good thing. Oh, Christina, good night, good night. Yeah, Christina is giving us some tips on the ferry service. Since they introduced the premium, I haven't been on the ferry, and I say the next time I go there, I will do a full video on it, because yes, if you have to going on the to take a vehicle on the ferry is about 300 TT thereabout, and that includes the cost of the ticket. It's 300 or 3 something. No, I didn't check the prices, so don't quote me on it, alright? But roughly, I'll say 300 to take your vehicle plus yourself on the ferry, and it's $400 for a plane ticket. So technically, if you take your vehicle, as Christina is mentioning on the chat, right? I mean, you already have your vehicle across there just to put gas. You wouldn't have to spend an additional $300 to rent a vehicle for the day. So it is, is a tip to save money in truth, and it'll be, I'm not that would be a cool concept for a video. Next time I go to Tobago to try and do a budget-friendly video. Like I was going to do a challenge in Tobago, like a 24 hours in Tobago at the cost of a plane ticket. So I was basically going with 400 TT, get ticket, survive for 24 hours, which I think is more than possible. But yeah, but I do not know when I'll be able to do it. I'm looking at the timing, and of course, I'm checking the weather patterns and everything. And especially right now, we in the rainy season, it's be hard to plan how that would go. So yeah, can't go wrong with a fried chicken and as Scarborough says, a rotisserie. Um, yes, SHAQ, we definitely, well, at least where we are right now, the drainage is decent. But then again, when it's high tide, if the quantity of water is much more than the drains could take, then the water levels would rise, right? So you always have to be careful around high tide, especially if it's raining continuously and heavily. So yeah. And yeah, I wouldn't doubt that the premium service would be better on the ferry service to Tobago. I'm hoping to do a video on that sometime later this year. I had plans to go to Tobago next weekend actually, but that got thrown off in a sense, and I ended up forgetting to book tickets, and probably a good thing too, because right now we do not know what's gonna happen this whole week. So I'm just hoping and praying that we are relatively good at the end of this week here. So we'll see how it goes. So yeah. Oh yeah, and back to the water taxi thing. So when I took the water taxi down in the evening, right, I was like, all right. I went down there, I walked down to the wharf, and I was going to try and see if I could get, some food by the wharf and then take the bus up the road. And I had record footage for that, and when I realized, like when I was editing the water taxi video, wait, no. The amount of footage would have taken this video from the 9 minutes it was to about half an hour, probably 20 minutes. I was like, nah, that'll be too much. So that's why I say I'll split the video in two parts. So that's why if you watch till the end of yesterday's video, you'll have it to be continued. And I'll throw in a spoiler of the next video to come. So next week's video is going to be the continuation of yesterday's video. So I tell you one time, we having doubles and an aloe pie at the beginning of next week's video, and then we are hopping on the bus and we are taking the coach PTSD bus. This is the limited stop bus back up to Port of Spain. So yeah, so I'll go through that process as well. So I think once that is done, I would have completed more or less all the transport options in terms of, well, I didn't do maxis and thing yet, but I'll have at least completed the bus aspect and the water taxi aspect in Trinidad, right? Yeah, I mean, I did maxis I did the red band maxis in the double topping along the east-west corridor, and I may do the brown band and the black band, and I might do the green band and yellow band one of these days to complete public transport here in Trinidad and Tobago. So yeah, so you can look out for those. I'm not sure when I'll be able to do that and what concept I'll be using to do that, but yeah. Also with the buses, I'm not done with the buses. Right, the next bus video that I plan to do whenever I get chance or whenever I have time is from Citygate to Blanchisseuse. So yeah, so if it is, and that will be mainly helpful for people who are visiting the Trinidad and Tobago and staying in town or around town. Yeah, and they want to hit Maracas or Blanchisseuse. The bus actually goes down to there during the week. So that is my next idea or concept. By the way, like I said, if you see anybody do that first or do it after this video, just know it came from here. I'm just saying, trying that out there. Feel free to, anybody who's watching, yeah, go ahead and do it. We don't hold back or gatekeep in a sense. Or at least we try not to. That's why you can ask me any question, and to the best of my ability, I will try my best to answer it for you all. Oh, Nigel, big up, Andy, man. No, unfortunately, Shirley, we do not have any trains here in Trinidad and Tobago. The finance minister was, for the past decade, I was trying to introduce a train in Trinidad and Tobago, but for transport, but that wasn't going to happen. We don't have the infrastructure and it'll cost too much to, one, lay back lines for it, and two, probably maintain it. I mean, it would have been nice if we could have kept the trains that we had running back in the, the 70s. When was the last time the last train, boy? That would have been in the 50s, 40s, 30s. I'm not sure. I can't remember offhand at the moment. It would have been nice if we still had some of the infrastructure in place. Like when I do the San Fernando video, like if you walk along the Harris Promenade in San Fernando, there is the last train that came down from Port of Spain to San Fernando. There, a monument there that we normally take for granted. We'll pass it by it. So no, we don't have trains here. And Mogins, one of these days we need a sponsor. Hotel hopping video. Yeah, hey. If anybody want to sponsor me, a hotel hopping in Tobago, I'm all up for it. The nice thing sometimes when it's, and like if that is being sponsored, I prefer it not be the hotel itself. Like, I like you all if it's possible, so that way you can get like a more honest review. Because sometimes when a hotel sponsored, you just have to hit certain criteria for them, because basically you'll be doing an ad for them, and that is how it's going now. But once is sponsors otherwise, man, yeah, you actually give your honest opinion on these things. So that'll be cool. Hopefully one of these days. If not, yeah, I plan to do one or two hotels in Tobago. It's just for me to save up a little bit, and then I'll be able to do that as it is. Surely, so the 60s, probably the 70s was probably when the last train would have happened in Trinidad and Tobago, would have made its trip. But yeah, because if you remember it from the 60s, surely, I mean, it was still operational then. I'm assuming it was operational. So yeah. And yeah. Right now we in Balloon season. Okay, so before I jump into that, so next week video is going to be continuation from yesterday's video. So we're gonna try some doubles by the wharf, and then we're gonna take the bus back up the road. The coach this time is a whole separate from the whole limited stop bus from the regular bus, the $6 or the $4 bus. And then after that, I should finish with the Radisson video, right? So look out for that. And what else we have? I have scheduled here for July, boy. Oh yeah, and well, look out for another food hopping video. Actually, I'm not sure if the Radisson video would be the following up one or the food hopping one in Freeport. So spoilers, yeah, we're doing Freeport food hopping. And I must say, I did that with CJ, and he took me to some real nice spots straight for some, and we had some good food. So look out for that one in the upcoming weeks. Whoa, Kevin, a day, Whoa, galvanized squared steel, big up, thank you all for jumping on the live. Idris is asking, do you have any farm related animals? Not right now. No, I do not. Right. To be honest with you, I don't have a time at this point in time to really be taking care of animals or anything. Hopefully in the future I might be able to. But right now, like how life is, at least for me, yeah, I wouldn't have the time to. I can't even take care of any dogs at the moment. I used to show you sometimes how busy it is. I mean, I could, like probably a dog or a cat, as a pet, but not so much the farm animals at the moment. Now, our good night, Jamil. Yes, and everybody else, be safe as well. Our 79 is asking, how long does it take to edit and put together a video? It can range from about 3 to 4 hours to 2-3 days, right? And yeah, and sometimes when I mean 2-3 days, is be a few hours every day kind of thing, because that is like normally during the week as when I get time to edit, or Friday nights, and sometimes Saturday morning, depending on if I don't have to go out and shoot a video. Some videos it'll be easier to edit, and I could do it in like 3 hours. Especially like once I know exactly what I'm doing, what I'm shooting, and what is the storyline for a video. And once I'm aware of that, and I'll shoot it in a sequence, and if it's shot in a sequence, and it's just basically to, you know, go one after the next, that's be the most easiest videos to edit. That one you could knock out in 3 hours and thing, because it's just to put together clips, cut here and there, find the music, find color correct where necessary, and yeah, and just paint the little text here and there, and make sure the story is coherent, right? For the longer videos, sometimes when it is for certain videos, I will just go and catch a set of clips and do some B-roll, chat a little bit, and those and especially sometimes some of those videos is be over 80 to 90 clips, so to speak, and it's to filter out all those, and then all right, is some of them is be kind of sequence, but at the same time is like, how am I going to put together this video to tell this story to make it flow properly now? So yeah, so those take much longer. So that's why I'm taking a little longer on the Radisson, because and then sometimes I might edit a video one way, and then when I'm watching it back, it's like, wait, I don't like this, I don't like that. I'll actually re-edit the videos. Some videos I re-edit 2 to 3 times before I find a format that I like, because how I try to do it, I try to do it in such a way that, hey, I want to when I pause something, I want something that I will like to watch over, and it is good, right? I try to edit to make the best version of that video as I possibly can with what I have. Sometimes it's be annoying because it have certain clips that will get corrupted, or it had times where I thought I had a good clip, a good video, and it just so happened those videos sometimes I have did record it either as a time lapse, or I forget to hit record, and I'll be like, right? I mean, you just have to adapt at those points. So I just give you some breakdowns, but that is essentially, it will take, the easiest videos could be 3 to 4 hours. The hardest videos are a few days. And I do not use Filmora. I use DaVinci Resolve, right? And DaVinci Resolve free version, I've been using that for a while. And then thanks to Mark Holder, he's do content creation tips on Facebook. I'm not sure if he's on TikTok or Instagram or thing, but big up Mark. He was in when I did the taco hopping video. He was with me in the taco hopping video. Yeah, he ended up blessing me with a key for DaVinci Resolve Studio. So options open up with that. The problem with DaVinci Resolve Studio, right? They have this hardware acceleration thing. So it's be hard to use it on a Windows-based system. It's be much easier to use it on an iOS, on an OS system, a Mac system, a Mac OS system. So right now I have I edit on MacBook Air, a 13-inch, the M1 chip. The screen is gone, but you know I have USB-C to HDMI, so I use that TV and monitor to edit and thing. But sometimes using the monitors and the TV screens, I might be off with the color correcting a little bit, but other than that, yeah. So DaVinci Resolve is my go-to. If I had to go back to edit something on a Windows-based system, I will use CapCut, because I like how easy CapCut is to use. But yeah, so that is what I use. So yeah, so that's me. And yeah, I think we chat about a good bit of things here. The main thing is everybody is preparing for, Hurricane Beryl, who's on the way here. Well, not on the way here, but we'll get the end of it. But I think there's another one coming around Wednesday, so right behind Beryl. So by the time Beryl reach up the Caribbean, we'll get hit again. So I hope everybody's prepared, just in case, and I hope we don't get too much damage from the heavy rains that we're expecting. Oh, big up Ellie's Food and More. Ellie, likes I bumped up Ellie in the Mango Melee right? When I went live, and that was the first time I met her. Big up her. If you haven't seen her channel, you can check it out. Real home style food cooking videos with her and the daughters and everything. And it's like I started to see her about we bunks up in South Park the other day, and it's like, huh, I seen she all over the place now, boy. So big up Ellie, everyone, and yeah, everybody keep safe. ICC is done. The cricket is done. We have IPL is coming up. We have Euros still going on. We in the round us 16. So, so Germany, England, Spain, and Switzerland have advanced. Now, this is the usual section of this live where we have. I mean, I'll still answer any questions that come this way, but this is the more or less anything goes section. So we're talking about anything and everything if possible. And yeah, so in Euros, like I'm a man, I have been supporting Italian football for the longest while. So I'm an Italy fan, and it was hard to see how Italy played in this Euros compared to when they won it a few years ago. You know, it was, but the way the side was playing, it was that was home for sure. Might as well we that give SHAQ Republic a chance. So yeah, and yes, R79. I tell you, we have so much sports coming up, right? We have Olympics coming up in July, and then right after that, well, in July, August, you got the IPL, and then regular sports season start back. Football, basketball, that kind of thing. So yeah, I wanted to go movies this week, but based on how the weather goes and what we getting hit with, right now I think things are calm. Today was hot. I expect heavier rain this whole week, so we'll see how it goes. And I think that's about it for me on this live. So we've got the Radisson coming up. We've got a doubles video coming up, and we got also some other food hopping in Freeport up and coming. I saw the Art Cafe having a coffee and car show sometime in July. I only came across that today, right? So I'm hoping to check out that. I can't guarantee it, but once I am able to, I'll check out that. Styles and everybody who looking forward to the that Prime video. I'll do a Prime video and Feastable video. Like that one will be normally here on the channel, but I might do that most likely sometime in August. And Sati, I haven't visited 5 a.m. coffee yet. I do plan to do that sometime in August or after that, because like I'm sure, like probably half the content creators here in Trinidad and Tobago have done videos or visited and all these things, right? So, like I'm a person. Once a place now open, I will like to give it time to, to organize, to settle down, and then I will go and visit it after it has been up and running for a while. Because sometimes when you now start, you have a few bugs to sort out here and there. So, yeah, I prefer to let it run for a while, let them get their flow going, and then go and check it out. And I actually have a good concept for that video. Especially like you call your place 5 a.m. and you do open at 5 a.m. Well, expect me to reach 5 a.m. So yeah, so whenever I do decide to do that video, I already have an idea and a plan on how to do that one. So yeah, so I will be doing it sometime later this year. Not so much right away. So probably next 2 months or so, 3 months possibly. I'm not sure yet. So everybody, I am going to wrap up here. Yeah, I'm going to wrap up here. I am getting a call in a little bit, so I'm wrapping up here. I hope you all have a great one. Thanks for joining me on this Sunday Vibes Live. I know people are preparing and organizing their place to be safe against Hurricane Beryl. To my brothers and sisters in the other islands, I hope you all are safe and prepared as well, because you're gonna get the brunt of the storm. Like right now at Antigua Tobago, my peeps in Tobago, I hope you're all good and safe, and I pray that whatever happens, the damage is minimum. So, Dancer Boy Vinesh, I appreciate that. You all have a great night. Have a blessed one. Have a safe one. Sweet dreams when you get there. Have a safe week. Have a productive week. Stay awesome, my Trinbago vibe peeps. And, continue to be kind whenever you can, because we underestimate how sometimes a simple smile or being kind to our fellow peeps is go a long way, right? It's sometimes change up the mood, it's change up the days and everything. And yes, thank you all for joining me. Thanks for all the blessings and the love and the support. And you all stay safe as well. So I'll see you all in the next one, God willing. And yeah, so we'll see what happens this week here in Trinidad and Tobago, and we'll chat about it next week, God willing.